Hi everyone, my name is Nikhil, and today we are going to have a very interesting game by the name Stick a Candle on the Wall. I know it's festive time nearby, and you are all excited to color the night with fireworks, lit diyas to spread light, and enjoy the festive season. Let's consider an interesting game today where you will get a chance to play with a candle and generate ways of reaching some outcome. Say you're presented with three things: a candle, a box full of matches, and a box full of thumbtacks. Now suggest a way of fixing the candle on the wall. Believe me, there are many ways of achieving it. This exercise will bring your monkey mind to work and bring out the creative ideas that your mind can think of. Pause for a second and start thinking about it. Let me present you what are the ingredients that you have. You have a candle, you have a matchbox full of matches, and a box full of pins. I'm sure you would have thought something. Well, let's begin discussing various ideas of reaching the goal. First, melt some of the ice, some of the wax, and use it as an adhesive to stick the candle to the wall. Another idea could be to use three matchsticks to support the candle on the wall by putting the wax on end of matchsticks. But why three? So that a good support for holding a candle could be made. And there are many more ideas that are possible, and I'm sure you would have thought of them. But instead of just sticking the candle on the wall, let me reshuffle the problem a bit. And now you have to fix a light. You have to fix and light a candle on a cork board in a way so the candle wax do not drip onto the table below. So give yourself some time to bring a solution. Some of your older solutions might vanish by now because now instead of wall, you have a cork board to stick on. An additional constraint is not to let the wall, not to let the wax fall on the floor. Let me show you the ingredients again. Well, this might help you in visualizing. And hold on for a second and let me know that are you thinking of some solution like this? Well, the most efficient solution is to put the empty box of thumbtacks, use the thumbtacks to nail the box to the wall, put the candle into the box, and light the candle with the matchstick. Good luck if you reach the outcome as shown in this figure. But are there any other ways you could creatively think of? If yes, you must share. However, if the task is presented with the tacks piled next to the box rather than inside it, virtually all of the participants, including you, and if you was thinking somewhere else, could have shown to achieve the optimal solution, which is self-defined. But there are other creative ways of thinking out of the box, which I'm going to, out of many possible ways, I'm going to present only one of them. Did anyone come up with this solution? Well, this brings me to talk about my point of interest, that is functional fixedness. What is functional fixedness? It's a cognitive bias that limits a person to use an object only in the way it's traditionally used. It's a mental block against using an object in a way that is required to solve a problem. The block limits the ability of an individual to use components given to them to complete a task, as they cannot move past the original purpose of those components. For example, if someone needs a paper weight, but they do not have a paper weight, all they have is a hammer. They may not see the hammer can be used as a paperweight. Why? Because it's the functional fixedness that using a hammer cannot work as a paperweight, which stops us from using that paperweight. So that brings me to Dunker's test, which was a late test in 1945. called the Dunker's candle test. We all are living in an era with so many technical changes happening around us, and need to be aware of this 1945's functional fixedness test called the Dunker's candle test to let us know that our mind is boundless. It can expand beyond limits, but there is some fixedness that might stop us from reaching out to our true potential, or reaching out to some new solutions. When tested on 5 years old children, this test shows no signs of functional fixedness at all because they were not going to school at that time. It has been argued that this is because at age 5, any goal to be achieved with an object is equivalent to any other goal that they have. However, by age 7, children have acquired the tendency to treat the originally intended purpose of an object as something special. But the question is how to overcome this functional fixedness. Are there any techniques? Well, believe me, there are many techniques, and I'm going to list just a couple of them. The first one that comes to mind is uncommitting. What do I mean when I say uncommitting? One study suggests that functional fixedness can be combated by design decisions for functionally fixed design so that the essence of design is kept. This helps the user who have created functionally fixed designs understand how to go about solving general problems of this type rather than using the fixed solution for a specific problem. Second point that comes to my mind is overcoming the prototypes. Those that were successful at completing the task had the ability to look beyond the prototype or the original intention for the item in use. Conversely, those that cannot create a successfully finished product could not move beyond the original use of the item. Then there is a need to overcome the prototype in order to avoid functional fixedness. And third and most important point that comes to mind is generic part technique. For each object, you need to decouple its function from its form. After decoupling, ask two questions. The first is, can I subdivide the current part further? And second, does my current description imply a use? I hope that that would have helped you in understanding the functional fixedness in detail. Thank you for being patient listener. Bye-bye.